Okay, next I want to just see, I'll send you a full report, but this is just for your understanding. But then if you look at District 1 West, okay? District 1 West, so that is Nakheel. I'm trying to give you different developers, right? District 1 West, you have The Sanctuary by Ellington, and you have Ketura Reserve by MAG. So then we would have completed how many developers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 developers. That's Emaar, Miraz, Expo, Nakheel, Ellington, and MAG. So if I quickly understand, District 1 West, the supply is the new phase 220. Which stage of the master plan am I? I'm in the last stage. I don't think after this there's any land parcel left because you're right in front of downtown. Does that matter? I think this is one location I would tell you it does not matter. Why? Because Nakheel, if you study different projects of Nakheel, we're coming to that, we're understanding locations. Like for example, if you look at Opal Garden as a product, you'll see it's one of the lowest priced products. Nakheel has this art or skill of beautiful pricing because, yes, it is high. It's priced around 10 million, but it's that very, very few products in Dubai you will find that the off-plan value is actually lesser than the ready product. A ready product in District 1 goes from 20 million to 55 million. So the demand is 150% over here. For this 220 villas, poof, I literally went to an Emaar office with some clients and they were like, listen, don't bother. You're probably not going to get a unit. It's that hot. You know how I got to know about District 1 West? I had an investor from Australia, a very good friend. He's a developer in Australia. He's like, hey Zohaib, I did mention this today. Hey Zohaib, I came to Dubai. I lived in 2 places, Jumeirah Islands and in District 1. And I loved District 1. The community is fantastic. I think they're all billionaires around me. The houses were like 55, 60 million dirhams. I like to be a part of this community. And when I told him the entry ticket size, I'm like, say, looking at around 10 all the way up to 50, maybe 20 million. 10 million for a 3-bedder and then for 4-bedder. And it goes all the way up to 19 to 20 million for 5 and 6 beds. He's like, that's a decent price. So that's District 1 for you. Design does not matter. There are very few. District 1 is downtown Dubai. It does not matter. Demographic is fantastic. Demographic is just District 1 is one of those places we have Emiratis buying properties, you know. So it doesn't matter. Competition, we'll discuss. So this is competition right downstairs. Okay, that's Sanctuary, and why? It's all in the same MBR city. Now Sanctuary, the supply is I'm not exactly sure. It was around 350 the supply. The demand again, it's around 70%. Why? Because they still have stock, and it's been a while. I think they released it around 6 months ago, so they still have stock. I don't know why. I think which stage of the master plan is irrelevant because it's a small product. It's not a mass product, right? There are few luxury villas. Demographic again very international, which is good. It's a good thing. Competition is this, right? District 1 is their competition. All of these are their competition. So the price of the District 1 West is somewhere, let's say, between. So this particular product is Sanctuary. It's 10 million, over here it's 14.5 million dirhams. So, but the design of Ellington and the quality is fantastic, but the location is not that great. We're coming to the location. Next stage of this is the location. Ketura Reserve, it's the price per square foot. Now the price per square foot of District 1 is around 1,400 dirham per square foot. Ketura Reserve is 3,400 dirham per square foot. We're looking at close to 21 million dirhams for the same product. So it's a very, very unique product. So Ketura Reserve by MAG, the demand is again, let's say 60% because it's really ultra high luxury. Design is phenomenal. The design is very unique. They're giving fully furnished. It's beautiful. Ketura Reserve is beautiful, but is it a great investment product? See, that is why you need a checklist. Now, when I compare the prices, so the next is the pricing. The next sheet, next Excel sheet is the pricing. I always give you these comparisons. So I'll show you the next Excel sheet. So this, when you put all of this in perspective, you'll clearly understand which one is a good investment product and which is not. Now let's step into the location. Now forgive, I'm not the best artist, okay, but this is going to make a lot of sense to you. This is downtown Dubai, okay? So let's suppose this big, looks something like this, you know, this big land parcel is MBR City, where over here, this section, you have your Shobha Heartland and you have your Azizi Riviera. That's and there's a big lagoon going on. Over here you have your District 1, and this is where they're developing District 1 West. If I'm going to start putting prices. So District 1, the per unit will be around, let's say 4 beds. We'll stick to 4 beds. 10 million. We're looking at 1,400 dirham per square foot. Then District 1 West, similar dirham per square foot. Over here is where you have Ketura Reserve. Now Ketura Reserve, the prices are close to 3,000 plus dirham per square foot, right? So in this patch over here, you've got your Nal Shiba Gardens by Miras. So Nal Shiba Gardens, the prices per square foot again around 1,000. See, all of these are around between 1,400 to 1,700 per square foot. And then after Nal Shiba Gardens, this is District 11, where you have your Opal Gardens. It's somewhere over here. You have your Opal Gardens, and you have this section over here. So Opal Gardens, so now this is good fact. So Opal Gardens was sold at 1,250 dirham per square foot, and this was last year. So if people think that the prices have jumped really high, they haven't, because the price. Now I have the Excel sheet with the actual prices. A price for a townhouse in Opal Gardens, a 4-bed, was around 4.3 million for the middle units, and for the corner units was somewhere around 5 million dirham mark. So the prices are still in line, they haven't jumped. And you have your Sanctuary, which is selling at this location around 1,700 dirham per square foot. So you understood MBR City, that is your MBR City, all right? Now MBR City at this section is where your Dubai Hills start. So Dubai Hills, now when Dubai Hills is here, that means this is Sukim. So Dubai Hills, if I keep going down, I will get my Arabian Ranches, Arabian Ranches 1. I have my Damak Hills here. Damak Hills is here. In this particular road, if I go here from Damak Hills, when I go, I will get Serena. This is by Dubai Properties, and over here I have my Acres, okay, by Miras. I go further down. At this stage, I have my Arabian Ranches 2 and my Sustainable City, okay. Next street, parallel to, I have my Damak Lagoons over here. And the third street connecting over here, I have my Oasis. Since this is Arabian Ranches 2, over here we have our Global Village. So this is where Global Village is, and this is the location where I have Arabian Ranches 3, the Villa. I have Aldar Haven, I missed it, okay, so I've got Aldar Haven over here, and behind I have Villanova as well. So these are, I'm not comparing these products right now. And then of course at this section over here we have our Dubai South area. That's where there's so much of land parcel available. And if I go further down from here, a little further down, I have the valley. And this is the final road. So this is where valley is going to be, and valley is going to eventually connect towards Damak Hills too. So it gives you, I know this is not the best diagram, I will send you some maps, but this just gives you perspective on prices per square foot, locations in Dubai. You'll find that everything is pretty close by. It's not very complicated. It's not the best diagram, but just to give you a perspective, this is downtown Dubai. This is where MBR City is. Next comes Dubai Hills. If you keep going down, you're going to get Valley. You come over here, you have your Arabian Ranches. So it's all eventually connecting, you know, the whole system is going to get connected. So what really matters is the 5 points that I mentioned. So this is key. What is your product? What is the supply? What is the demand? What is the design? master plan, demographic, competition. This has to be very, very clear. So making these two reports, one is all the numbers. I'll give you an example of how the report looks like. So this is the example of the first design that I mentioned. So Rivana, if I compare it with Club Villas, you can see, so it is exactly like the Club Villa. So Rivana also is a large size townhouse. So if you look at the size, it's in fact, it's slightly lesser than Rivana. Rivana, the 3-bed was close to 3,300 square foot. But what price is it? 8.2 million. So it's very similar to what Rivana is going to look like. In fact, Rivana has also a water body inside. Now, if I look at now why am I comparing Mira's acres to Al Barari? Now I've not explained the demographic. I've not explained the demographic, but I've explained which phase. So it's part of the upgraded version of the so Valley phase 1. What were the products? They were like Eden, Elora. They were not the high-end luxury segment. I didn't touch it yet because nowadays, like I've mentioned, just last year, 5,000 millionaires migrated to Dubai. So now our demographic is very different. So that is why the products are also very different. Hence, you'll see the increase in prices because the areas are increasing, the product value is increasing. Now, Miras, if I compare to Barari, you can have a look. I mean, of course, Miras is slightly more modern version of this. But do you see the investment value? You can see the sizes. Miras sizes for a 4-bed is slightly lesser than this. But this, I think they've mentioned the plot size. It's not the built-up. The built-up is very similar to a Miras or to a Farm Gardens. It's very, very similar. And hence the prices have shot up. Now, these units, they initially, so this is exactly how acres, this is the future, right? This is Dubai's vision. They want 60% of the product to be green. So that is why, because of limited supply, you saw the client demographic, if it's 80 to 90% end users, no supply, that is when the prices are going to shoot. So like these, I'm going to make who your competition is. So you're going to really understand the competition. Farm Gardens, again with Barari, what is the demand, what is the supply, and now what's missing is the demographic. So I'll complete the report and I'll send it across to people who are interested. Now, this is critical. Again, it's a work in progress, but you'll understand how to think. Now over here, when I look at the price per square foot, of course, Rashid Yassin Marina is high. It's higher. I still think this is a steal. 4.6 million. It's not available, sold out. But this was a steal because it's a very unique product design. The rest, if you see, Farm Gardens is trading at 1,300 dirham per square foot. Expo slide. So this is how we have to look at it, right? Now, if I look at Opal Gardens, it's selling at 1,250, and right now the Valley is selling at 1,300. This launched last year, so the prices haven't jumped, right? We're still looking at a good value to trade. It's still not the wrong time because the market is still bullish. Because of the crisis that's happening in, let's say, Europe, UK, US, Australia, people are migrating to Dubai. Now, people don't care about tax anymore, right? They don't want to pay tax. They're done paying taxes. People are exhausted. So there is a movement. There is a movement towards places like Dubai, towards Singapore. But Singapore, because the stamp duty, again, from Singapore, people are investing in Dubai because there's no capital gain tax towards Singapore. So, again, a very useful report to really understand where should I be investing. If you have both these reports together, if you have both these reports, you will exactly understand where to invest. Now, personally, I think Farm Gardens, unbelievable. 1,300 dirham per square foot. It has the potential. If you compare with Barari, this has the potential. Fairways Vistas. I was looking at, now I have investors who are looking to buy ready properties. We're looking at Fairways Vistas, 20 million, 25 million, exact same product. Huge potential. Farm Gardens. Acres, Miras is a boutique developer. It will 100% gain in value. Expo has potential. It has potential. Why? Because there's so much of expansion happening in that location. The ticket size is great. The leverage opportunity is fantastic. 50/50 payment plan, post handover. So you have that opportunity to take leverage in a bullish market. So these are very, very interesting options. We have lost the chance in Opal Gardens and Nalchiba Gardens. So the Nakheel District 1 is a no-brainer. So this is how, because I'm a numbers person, for me, analyzing an investment has become you just need to fill some sheets. You need the right check boxes. If it ticks, you're good to go. You're good to clear. So I think this is how you need to invest. These are the best. If I've not mentioned a villa community over here, it's probably not worth even looking at it. And if you want further details why I haven't looked at it, we need to have a personal call. We need to schedule a call. I'll give my number, my secretary's number below. We can schedule a Zoom call. We understand the investment. I think I've got too many cases from a lot of private developers because they think that I'm defaming them. I'm not defaming them. I'm speaking the truth. Because I've mentioned many times, I love Dubai. This is my home. So someone sells a silly product, I have issues. So I will give you the facts and figures as it is. I believe what Dubai lacks are consultants. So if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know which other area we need to assess. And thank you for watching. Mohammed Zohaib. I hope you experience the experience.